Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you rise and stand for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see the lily lights? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight fast gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets thoughts were singing. Was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of
You may be seated. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Richland High School's 113th graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. My name is Brooke Bird, and I had the opportunity of being the senior class president for this year, and I would like to now introduce our senior class officers. My vice president, Lucrezia Vinci, secretary, Emery Trevino, treasurer, Christy Kingman, and our publicity manager, Carolyn Fanuff. Now, I would like to turn the time over to our assistant principal, Mr. Davis.
Staff, students, families, welcome. On behalf of Mrs. Anderson, Bomber administration team, and the high school staff at Richland High School, it's our honor to be here and celebrate the Bombers class of 2025. You made it. Tonight's culmination of 4 years hard work, complete with some tears and frustration, but also laughter, celebration with friends and family, and hopefully great memories you cherish for the rest of your life. Remember, once a Bomber, always a Bomber. It means you're part of something greater than yourself. You're part of a support of Bomber alumni, families, teachers, friends who have helped shape who you are. And as you set out towards your next adventure, you're not alone. You're a part of a family not only here tonight, but across the world, that no matter where you go, someone here or out there will miss you, cares for you, is rooting for you, and will also be there when you're needed. You've done your Bomber family proud. And we look forward to all you have to accomplish moving forward. Congratulations, guys. Now it's my pleasure to introduce my friend, social worker at Richland High School, and retired Army E4 specialist, Nick Coleman, who will help honor and recognize our seniors who have committed to join the United States military.
Welcome, Bomber family, students. When I read your name, please stand and remain standing until the end so we can see and honor you for your dedication and commitment to serving our nation. Michelle Arseneta, Branch, Washington Army National Guard. Report location, Fort Jackson, South Carolina, September 8th. Report date. Jose Arias, Marines, San Diego, California, September 7th. Aiden Kristen, Air Force, Lackland Air Force Base, San Antonio, Texas, August 12th. Hunter Downing, Washington Army National Guard, Fort Benning, Georgia, August 5th. Nathan Gillen, Navy, Great Lakes, Illinois, July 14th. Kobe House Smith, Navy, Great Lakes, Illinois, July 18th. Matthew Keck, Washington Army National Guard, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, July 14th. Tanner Outland, Air Force, Lackland Air Force Base, San Antonio, Texas, August 5th. Grace Ross, Washington Army National Guard, Fort Sill, Oklahoma, August 5th. Jackson Sanford, Navy, Great Lakes, Illinois, August 18th. Maximus Serrato, Marines, San Diego, California, July 28th. Josue Tapia, Marines, San Diego, California, July 28th. Athena Wu, Army, Fort Jackson, South Carolina, June 23rd. If there are any parents, family members, or friends here with us tonight who are active duty or a veteran of the United States military, please rise if you are able. Thank you, and thank you to our bombers for your service and sacrifice to our nation. Good luck and Godspeed. Please be seated. Please welcome Mariposa Folsom, our salutarian.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Hello, graduates, family, staff, and friends. Thank you all for being here today as we celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2025. My name is Mariposa Folsom, and I'm honored to stand before you as this year's salutatorian. It is my privilege to help recognize our valedictorians. This achievement requires dedication, perseverance, and diligence, and I'm extremely fortunate to know many of these individuals personally. Finally, I want to express my deepest gratitude to my family and the incredible staff at Richland High School. Your guidance and support have helped me reach this moment. Congratulations, class of 2025. And I'd like to introduce our first valedictorian, Ty Barber.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here with you today. My name is Ty Barber. Among the reasons I'm graduating early, there's one I want to briefly touch on today: the difference between acting and reacting. Far too often, people wait for life to come at them, and then they react only to the opportunities that life presents. But when you act first and take life into your own hands, you will create opportunities for yourself that you could have never imagined. Like much of you, I'm sure, I'm inspired by the greats. I plan on being one day. Being valedictorian doesn't signify that that's what I am, but it's a step in the right direction. It's fuel to keep going. Everything that I've done, I owe to my mom, my dad, my family, and most importantly, God. I couldn't have done this without you all. Thank you. Next, we have Mary Briggs.
To quote country artist Dan and Shay, there's always going to be a higher high you can chase for the rest of your life. Greener grass in the yard next door, or a shined up Chevy a little newer than yours. You're never going to fill an empty cup if what you've got is still not enough. The thing I found about happiness is it don't live in bigger houses. Avoid wasting your time seeking out money, awards, titles, or physical things. They will never make you happy. Rather, I invite us all to dedicate our lives to improving our relationships with others, because that is where we will find true joy. Next, I would like to introduce Abby Bobbitt.
A few weeks ago, when I was first asked to write this speech, I had absolutely no clue what I wanted to say. Did I want to thank the friends, family, and teachers that got me through the past 4 years? Or did I want to share a story from my high school experience? Ultimately, I decided to pass on a piece of advice from my mom. Be better. Be the best you can be, and then be better. And with that, I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Brooklyn Butler.
I know there's very little I can say to you guys in this time that will leave a lasting impact on all of you, but if there's one piece of advice I can give that I've learned recently, it's to forgive freely and always give people the benefit of the doubt. Not necessarily because they deserve it, but because you do. You deserve to live a life free of grudges and tension, and I promise it'll bring you peace by letting go. Learn to just simply move on, because sometimes that's all you can do. Thank you for a memorable 4 years, and I'm proud of all of you, and congratulations for finally making it. Now I'd like to introduce Laura Cahoon.
Good evening. In a world full of hate, be a light. Here at Richland High School, this powerful song lyric encaptures us graduates. We have been enlightened by teachers, parents, admin, family, peers, and God, who have selflessly helped us shine our light brighter. However, moving forward, all these moments of light that have made us uniquely who we are do not need to dim or flicker. We can take them wherever we go and make each place a little brighter. Don't hide in the dark, we were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. Next, I would like to introduce my bestie in the Westie, Maya Clark.
The most important thing I've learned during my time in high school is how to love and appreciate everyone equally. And through that, I've been able to see the amazing and unique qualities that each of you have. I'd like to thank my parents for encouraging me to do my absolute best and to love like Jesus. Thank you to God for always answering my prayers and giving me strength when I need it. And shout out to the teachers and students of Richland High School for showing me what true dedication, kindness, and community looks like. I love you all, and I can't wait to see where our paths take us. Next, we have the amazing Sheila DeCordy.
2 months ago, I read the intro to a book called Bowling Alone for my AP Gup class. Unfortunately for Mr. Bear, the book wasn't about bowling, but it was about the importance of social capital, or simply put, the value of human connections. Each person that has entered your life has taught you something valuable that has shaped who you are today. People like Laura Cahoon have taught me about the value of kindness and service, while people like Ethan Gotthold have taught me about the value of perseverance and hard work. The community we've built for the past 4 years is a reflection of the social capital we've built through human connections. When you come together as a community, you are building a foundation of trust and advocacy for your peers. Meet new people, stand up for one another, and make new connections. Without the relationships you've built today, you wouldn't be where you are. In fact, we as valedictorians wouldn't be up here speaking without building our social capital and advocating for ourselves. So build your social capital and see where it takes you. Thank you. Next, my non-biological twin, Ethan Gotthold.
Thank you, Sheila. Hello, everyone. I would first like to thank the friends, family, and teachers whom I've had over the past 4 years. Thinking back on my time at RHS, I remember our school's ability for community. I made strong bonds with friends everywhere from drama to AP Chem. Sharing experiences and achieving difficult tasks together with my friends gave me the high school memories which I will forever cherish. When you head off into the world, don't forget the power of actively including those around you. That's what makes memories. Thank you. Our next speaker will be Aubrey Hudson.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm honored to be speaking today, and I wouldn't be here without the support of my mom, Sarah, my dad, Brett, and my brother, Sorb. My parents have never failed to support me, and they have constantly provided me with opportunities to succeed while simultaneously allowing me to fix my own problems and grow as my own person. The greatest thing they have instilled in me is to be kind and compassionate, and that the rest will follow. I believe a little compassion goes a long way, and I hope that I, just like my parents, will be able to spread some kindness and some compassion wherever I go next, and I hope that you all will strive to do the same. Thank you. And the next speaker is Moo Yan Kim.
I would like to thank the Father Almighty, family, friends, and faculty for supporting me throughout my high school journey. From my timid freshman self to the one that was enjoying every moment of senior year. Through it all, I've learned to enjoy the process of what I do instead of relying on discipline or external rewards. And with an identity established in life now, it is my responsibility to go make everyone proud. Love y'all. Now, I'd like to introduce Christy Kingman.
Fun fact, I hate public speaking. Never would I have thought that I'd be standing up here in front of you all today. However, during these past 4 years at Richland High School, I've learned to push myself outside of my comfort zone. Doing things that make you uncomfortable is a part of life and a part of growth. Join a club, meet new people, put yourself out there. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. As we all go on our separate paths, I encourage you all to push yourselves outside of your comfort zones. You'll be surprised how far it will take you. Next, we have Colson Mackey.
Four years ago today, my family and I gathered at Framridge Stadium to watch my older sister Marin graduate. While sitting in the blazing heat, I watched as their class's valedictorians got up on stage to give a speech. This sparked something in myself. I turned to my mom as we were leaving, and I promised her that I'd be up on that stage when I graduate. I set a goal for myself, a practice I believe more people should do in their lives, no matter how big or how small. The most satisfying part about living is not challenging yourself, but accomplishing something people said you were crazy for even pursuing. A big shout out to my mom in particular, who never stopped being my motivation. She's been with me through some of the toughest moments of my life and yet is always my #1 fan. She was my motivation to make this happen. And then of course, to my dad, you made me into the man I am and the man I'll turn into one day. There's no one on this earth more important to me. With that being said, each and every one of you in this room have something you excel at. And as we venture into the rest of our lives, commit to the improbable. Commit to something that people will laugh at you for and watch as they try to catch up from behind. Thank you so much, and now I'd like to introduce Dempsey McGuire.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to be speaking to you all tonight. I wanted to use my time to thank those who helped me get to where I am today. I want to thank my parents, who through their own hardships have been a steady source of support and who have reminded me that my best is always enough. I also wanted to thank my best friend, Lexi Almquist, for being there for me these last 4 years and for being the kind of friend who celebrates my wins louder than anyone else. My dad once told me that the true measure of a person is not how successful they are when things go right, but how they respond when things fall apart. We're not defined by outcomes, but by how we grow, recover, and treat others along the way. Congratulations, and now I'd like to introduce Evan McClellan.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I want to thank my family and friends who have put up with me for the last 4 years. Thank you. To the staff, I couldn't have dreamed of a better high school experience. The lessons you taught us went far beyond the classroom. You shaped us as students and as people. To my classmates, I know some of us have a clear picture of what's next, but for most of us, that picture is a little blurry. Learning who you are will challenge you all throughout your life, but realizing who you are not is the first step toward becoming who you're meant to be. Thank you. Next up, we have Lydia Medina.
In track, there's a saying that all relay athletes know by heart for the crucial moment where you hand off the baton. You can always leave late, but you can never leave early. If you leave too early, you could run out of the exchange zone, getting disqualified, and lose the joy of running the race and crossing the finish line. Much like in life, leaving too early could mean missed opportunities, experiences, and relationships that are valuable. So take it all in right now. Live life even as you plan the steps ahead of you. As we graduate, we are crossing one of the many milestones. So as you work towards your next steps, remember to have fun and to never leave too early. Thank you. Now I get to introduce my sweet friend, Anya.
All right, good evening, everyone, and thank you, Lydia. Looking back on high school, I found myself coming back again and again to memories filled with laughter, joy, and ultimately love. A couple weeks ago, I came across an old C.S. Lewis quote, and I've realized it should have been my inspiration all along.
He said, "To love at all is to be vulnerable." When we commit to love, we run the risk of losing ourselves and even breaking our own hearts. Over the years, we've risked failure to chase our dreams, build friendships, and share our hearts with others. Through all of this, we've assumed vulnerability to be a weakness, when in reality, it's one of our greatest strengths. Time is much too valuable to be wasted on half-hearted emotion and a fear of loss. We're made for connection, and we need to start living like it. Never be afraid to love loudly. Now it's my honor to introduce one of the most compassionate and thoughtful girls I know, Julia Saurese.
Hello. When I first came to Richland as a freshly 15-year-old, I let myself be defined by my grades, my performance on the softball field, and what other people said about me. But the past 4 years have taught me that true worth is not found in external validation, but is inherent in the way that we were created. I want to take this time to let you know that you are known, you are loved, and you are created with purpose. Whenever you feel lost or unworthy, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. There are plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future. After 4 years together, we have so much to look back on, but even more to look forward to. Go Bombers. And now I would like to introduce one of my first friends at Richland, Mackenzie Schultz.
Good evening, faculty, family, and fellow graduates. Here's to 4 years of accomplishment and failures. If I've learned anything from these past years, it's that you can't always be on your A game. Though I may have tried. During my time here at RHS, I have participated in our athletic programs, which we know are the best. Having these experiences taught me that if you want to achieve something, you have to be willing to do what it takes. When you get knocked down, get up and try again. This lesson of determination and perseverance is what got me here today, standing in front of you. As we leave here this evening, we will be entering a new chapter of our lives. I encourage you to strive for greatness and push through trials to succeed at what lies ahead of you. Now I'd like to introduce my twin, Parker Schultz.
That better turn out tough. If you blinked, I'm sorry. Good evening, fellow students, staff, and parents. As I stand before you tonight, I'm reminded how I dread public speaking. The spotlight, the anticipation, the fear of making a mistake. But perhaps that's precisely why I'm here, to confront that fear head on. It's not uncommon to grapple with fear. Fear often hinders us from pursuing what truly makes us happy. The truth is, it shouldn't. This is our life. By facing our fears, we open the door to limitless possibilities. At this time, let's remember that the journey ahead is ours to shape. Do not let fear stop us from chasing our dreams. As Kobe Bryant once said, you can't stop people from trying to limit your dreams, but you can stop it from becoming a reality. Your dreams are up to you. And with that, dream big, Bombers, because job's not finished. Peace out, class of 2025. Next up will be the remarkable Rebecca Schaefer.
Before my last track race, my coach told me, don't take it for granted. In running, you have to give it everything you got, and life's the same way. You can't hold back. You can't wait for the perfect moment. You just have to go. Embrace the challenges. Embrace being human, the messy, beautiful, complicated work of it. Serve others and lift each other up. Don't take for granted what it means to be alive. Thank you, and go Bombers. Our next speaker is the super Sarah Trigg.
Hello, class of 2025. My name is Sarah Trigg. My fencing coach in 8th grade once gave me a valuable piece of advice, which was, a stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet. Unless they drive a white van, then you should run. I've taken this piece of advice to heart and followed it in everything I've done for the last 4 years. I've lived here my entire life and got to grow into who I am today alongside all of you. Some of you I've shared my deepest secrets with, and you know who I am at my core. Others, this is probably the first time you've heard me speak, and all of us were strangers to each other at some point. The one thing that connects us all is being a bomber. As we all head into the next chapters of our lives, I encourage you to remember the people you met and the bonds you formed here. There's not much else I can say in my 30-second time limit, so I'll end with, go Bombers. Our next speaker will be the best origami artist I know, Emmett Van Mason.
Throughout freshman and sophomore year, academics were just about all I cared about. I remember sitting at my desk night after late night, churning out AP Chem notes because I just could not let myself fall below 93 for anything. It was exhausting. In junior year, as my workload increased, I needed to make a change to keep myself from drowning. The strategy I came up with, intentionally take an hour, an afternoon, a weekend, to just stop caring about school and do something for me. That single counterintuitive concept has kept me afloat and thriving through my final 2 years of high school. The achievements of everyone on the stage are no doubt great, but in 20 years, who's gonna care that we were valedictorian in high school? Work hard, be responsible, but don't forget to take the time to focus on what's truly important. Go Bombers.
Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Redinger, our superintendent, to present the class of 2025.
Good evening. I'll wait, give the Bomber seniors a minute here. All right. Good evening, Bomber seniors, staff, friends, and families. It is an honor and privilege to serve as your district superintendent. Let's hear it for the class of 2025. All right, the time we've all been waiting for. On behalf of the Richland School District Board of Directors, I hereby certify that these students have met the graduation requirements of the state of Washington and the Richland School District. It is my honor to present to you the graduates of Richland High School class of 2025. Should I? Joey Hardy. Jason Ryan Ardall. Veronica A. Goodnight. Malak Abu Ghazle. Zulika Pardo. Labre K. Adams. Mia Ray Winkleman. Tanith Isabel Acton. Johnny Lars Wilson-Hume.
Keegan M. Adcock, Akain Aizperua, Gabriel Alanis, Liliana R. Albertson, Dima Alizi, Aiden Russell Alleman, Brooklyn Allen, Josephine Jean Allen, Lexi K. Almquist, Dane Andrew Anderson, Abby N. Anderson, Haley J. Anderson, Ahmed Al-Samaraye, Nola Michelle Reed, Jacob Thomas Anderson, Kaylee Ann Anderson, Ashlyn Ella Archibald, Peyton Elaine Anderson, Kylie Jane Archibald, Liam M. Anderson, Tessa Ray Archibald, Michelle Violet Arseneta Beltran, Marcus J. Arevalo, Jose Alfredo Arias Padilla, Kylie Marie Austin, Manhattan Delyn Ayert, Marissa K. Ayers, Ava Drew Bagwell, Aaliyah Kaylin Baker, Eli B. Baker, Gabriella Nicole Bellinger, Phoebe Bampton, Ty Dalton Barber, Eamon Connor Bernard, Tyler Bartlett, Isabella M. Belcito, George Bacazzi, Grace L. Ross, Leslie Bautista Nava, Hannah Cameron Bennett, Jack Reed Benson, Allison Joan Benz, Isabella Grace Bergstrom, Lincoln Val Betts, Devin Ryan Betts, Mary Lorraine Biggs, Gavin T. Billen, Brooke Vivian Bird, Mackenzie Madeline Black, Barrett Gray Blankenship, Abigail R. Bobbitt, Jaden T. Booker, Lydia Grace Bosley, Katerina Louise Bacha, Ashley Jill Bowman, Brooklyn Taylor Boyce, Miley R. Boyce, Haley J. Boyce, James Bryant Brady, Drew Brandon, Jacob Randall Brannon, Diarith Merlina Brasino Tubanez, Sophie Lynn Brilhart, Lindsay Kate Buckland, Harrison Lyle Budcheck, Trinity Cheyenne Buford, Atreyu L. Burney, Brooklyn Annika Butler, Dylan A. Cable, Laura Joy Cahoon, Sean L. Kane, Monica Juliet Campos, August McGuire Kennard, Brady C. Cannon, Skady J. Carmen, Haley Kathleen Carpenter, Giselle Elizabeth Carrasco, Haley Jane Carrick, Forrest Christopher Carson, Nolan Seth DeLeon Carter, Caden Christopher Castro, Gabriela Marie Cervantes, Peyton Jewel Chacon, Jocelyn Aurelie Chavez Contreras, Sadie J. Childers, Dean A. Chow, Andrew Robert Christensen, Mackenzie M. Christian, Aiden Joseph Christian, Aiden Joseph Christian, Jackson Otto Larry Clark, Maya Lindsay Clark, Tegan L. Clark, Zoe J. Clements, Marley Lynn Cobb, Fenton McPherson Collins, Madeline Eileen Conradi, Kaylee Anna Cordero, Ariana Rodriguez, Bryce M. Cawthorn, Dalen J. Couganor, Cody Ellis Cowan, Mackenzie S. Crandallmeyer, Jenica Elizabeth Criscola, Sierra Rose Crook, Caden Grace Crouch, Anna Ruth Pucheo, Brock Martin Cutler,
Natal P. Dado, Ava B.C. Darden, Cooper Darwin, Zachary W. Davison, Stella W. Dayton, Alexander M. DeGraff, Sheila S. DeCordy, John Philip De Leon, Landon James Dewey, Emiliano James Diaz. Is that Savannah Isabel Din? This one's hard. Shelby Jacqueline Dirks, Braden James Doby. Now I'm like Hunter Daniel Downing, Brandon J. Drubay, Savannah Isabel Dufault, Aiden Phoenix Delaney, Deepesh Dulashand,
Trevor.
Aiden Trevor Dumas. So then we're Mason. Where are you? Oh, okay. Mason R. Dunn. Okay. Dylan Reese Dunham. Alexandria Isla Eastman. Logan Rain Eastman. Anthony L. Ebner. Abby L. Eckert. Easton Pierce Everett. Ava Faircloth. Curtis A. Farley. Kennedy A. Faircloth. Yesenia Emerald Ferrer. Corey Joseph Ferris. William Boston Lynn Finch. Addison L. Flagger. Baylor Matthew Frank. John Patrick Franklin. Isaac Frazier. Landon French. Mariposa Jane Folsom. Josiah, was it Juliet Gaitan. Kimberly Gaitan Galvon. Is that Ambrose Quaid Gallegos. Donovan Ray John Quintana. Naya Cambria Gallegos. Juliana N. Garcia. Esmeralda Garcia Caldera. Brooklyn Ann Garrison. Oh my gosh. Kent McLeod Garrison. Austin L. Garza. Rebecca A. Gibbons. What is that? Bailey Katrina Gifford. David M. Gill. Oh no. Okay. Okay. David M. Gill. Nathan Wheeler Gillen. Ezekiel. What? Oh, Fraser Gillen. Nora Elizabeth Glodo. And then, oh, Juan. Okay, that's what I thought. Juan David Gomez Ramirez. Ethan William Gotthold. Macy Ruth Ray Graham. Cody Grayson Fairman Griffith. Audrey Elaine Groves. Joseph Alexander Guajardo. Kira Lynn Guess. Daniela Elizabeth Guillen. Isaiah L. Guzman. Adeline K. Hare. Alexander Patrick Halleck. Anna M. Hansen. Cohen Anders Hansen. Kaylee Ryan Dawn Harding. Portia A. Harker. Colin Charles Harrington. Raymond Greg Hartsfield. Madeline E. Hawley. Crystal Laura Hayes. Jalen Daryl Paul Haynes. Ethan Longley Heck. And then Hanyel. Oh, hey, I didn't even Hanyel Hanyel Sammy Hernandez Avant. Yep. Kyan Philip Hexum. Ethan Robert Higgs. Whitley Francis Helms. Brooklyn R. Hoffer. Caden Arthur Holden. Colby Jack House Smith. Rylan Lucas Hubbard. Aubrey Ray Hudson. Ian B. Hummel. Aubrey Lynn Hunter. Oh my gosh. Lance Hendricks Hutchinson. Joel G. Ingolia. Marissa K. Ireland.
That says James Spurba.
Okay.
Alexander.
Okay, sorry. Marin Claire Janoski. And this is who? Joria Lee Jarrett. Alexander James Jensen. Cassie Bell Johnson. Jackson Jones. Hannah Jorgensen. Tasman Reagan Judy. Tamsin Reagan Judy. Ashwin Kanan. Bailey N. Kasperick. Was I supposed to read this far? Oh. Harleen Carr. Thank you.
Braden Marlin K. Matthew Isaiah Keck. McKenna M. Kelleher. Logan J. Kelly. Miles Thomas Kempf. Cameron Lyle Kennedy. Olivia Eve Killian. Muyan Kim. Connor King. Christy L. Kingman. Kate Anna Kinnison. Emma Joe Kirshenman. Abigail C. Koech. Bradley N. Kraus. Blake David Lacey. Jack Creston Lottie. Maya James Lambert. Braden James Landman. Bryce W. Landman. Cohen Michael Lansing. Javier Alexis Larios. Avery J. Larson. Reese A. Larson. Kira A. Lassiter. Emery Aaron Law. Sean M. Leitner. Alicia Marie Lemieux. Jeremiah A. Licklitter. Cameron Marie Linhoff. Juliana Faith Lopez. Malia R. Lovato. Axel George Luther. Colson Paul Mackey. Kyra Joelle Mackley. Sitlali Madeira Romero. Isaiah Miguel Magellan. Nika Grace Magula. Zoe I. Mandracina. Lily Ann Mann. Wendy Arieli Manning. Tucker Maple. Slow down. Zoe Lynn Marley. Lena Marie Martin. Damon Ryan Martinez. Mac Anthony Matozzi. Robert Tyler Maxon. Madison A. Maxwell. Kira M. May. Stella May McCullough. Jackson W. McFadden. Dempsey C. McGuire. Lily McKinley. Tynan Kel McKinney. Madeline Nicole McKinnon. Okay, Evan D. McClellan. Lydia Ann Medina. Kieran Florence Miner. Lot Joe Mymir. Julian Javier Mendoza. Melissa Jean Manini. Luna Mercado. Aiden Blake Miller. Jack Michael Miller. Eduardo Miro Schneidchenko. Jada Lynn Mitchell. Ezra B. Montoya. Julian I. Montoya. Luis Enrique Montoya. Elzar Montoya Lopez. Aeneas D.M. Morin. Owen Elliott Morris. Riley K. Morris. Sophia J. Morrison. Samaha Morshed. Advaita Mokhtori. Sharon Lulu Meta Bruno. Graydon J. Mueller. Ava Audrey Munder. Sydney V. Munn. Malena Munoz. Oka. Tanner Anton Musinski.
Anessa Vianney Navarrete. Ajiana Harmony Nelson. Miette Rose Andesy Nelson. Fong T. Win. Colton Nieber. Cameron Anastasio 9. Aiden Pono Nishida. Derek A. Norris. Christian T. Norton. Christopher Nunez. Cater Antonio Nunez. James Isaac Nunez Cruz. Keldon Richard Oakes. Wilfred A. Ogunmokun. Caden Olson. Sydney R. Olson. Shahira Fatima D. Ortiz. Austin Zachary Osborne. Tanner Thomas Outland. Hunter M. Owens. Evan G. Pallister. Addison Noel Palmer. Addison Noel Palmer. Piper Joe Palomares. Travis Jake Palomares. Kanan Paniagua. Kylie R. Parham. Lexi Evelyn Guzman. Isabel Pazlin. Adam William Poulakis. Elias Brent Peterson. Caden A. Pettit. Carolyn Renee Funuff. Jason Raymond Pillman. Veda Nevea Pilley. Andres Guadarrama Pineda. Madison Elise Pitkin. David A. Polinko. Juliet Dawn Polomsky. Pedro A. Ponce Figueroa. Daniel O. Porter. Anya I. Powers. Shay Joe Price. Caitlin Grace Priggy. Samantha Lee Putnam Porter. Jose Jared Quiros. Ashlyn Sarah Robb. Ivan Alexis Ramirez. Diego Ramirez Garcia. Alexander Ray. Ryder Joel Raymond. Austin Ray. Ian Michael Reardon. Audra Lauren Reed. Jordan Marie Reisenauer. Peyton Ann Rethford. Leah Leslie Reyes. Macy M. Roten. Natalie Jane Riccardi. Theodore Herman Orion Richards. Toby Peachette Richardson. Blake E. Risty. William Ritchie. Lillian K. Robertson. Madeline M. Roders. Zachary S. Rodney. Jose Angel Rodriguez. Chantel Rodriguez. Leopold Mason Sabri Rosales. Zachary Allen Rose. Rolette. Grant Douglas Rolette. Niagara Sage Runkle. Ace J. Russell. Tate G. Ruzauskas.
Mita Kaur Sahota. Nathan Bradley Sainsbury. Divine Salazar. Cindy Saldana Mesa. Yadira Saludado Landeros. Sophia M. Sams. Hector Levon Sanchez. Ajavir Singh Sandhu. Jackson Thomas Sanford. Suraborden Sangtong. Julia Marie Sauersig. Madeline Elizabeth Schmidt. Drew Schock. Mackenzie K. Scholes. Evelyn Virginia Scott. Parker J. Scholes. Maximus Alahan Sarato. Ashlyn Marie Service. Rebecca Schaefer. David Graham Schertz. Roma Shimko. Waniza Faria Siddiqui. Elizabeth C. Siefkin. Malia May Silvers. Ashton V. Singh. Charles Michael Skomsky. Destin V. Singh. Jonathan Ford Sloan. Ryan Hunter Smink. Brooke Autumn Smith. Caden Smith. Xander Ezekiel Smith. Haley Spaeth. Riley J. Spencer. Lucas Antonio Spivak. Kyla Christine Siutaivatana. Aiden Dwayne Steele. Dylan E. Stavanis. Ryan Lee Stottlemyre. Mona Gabriella Diane Sweet. Josue A. Tapia. Jesse James Taylor. Maggie Lynn Taylor. Ayla R. Thompson. Claire Juliette Thompson. Isabella M. Thompson. Trey Lillian Thronson. Emery Jane Trevino. Sarah J. Trigg. Addison Shelley Truscott. Emma G. Twan. Paisley D. Tucker. Hudson V. Tyson. Carter Andrew Upmeyer. Ethan Michael Van Beek. Emmett J. Van Mason. Abraham A. Van Devender. Elena N. Van Dyke. Ethan Eric Vargas. Aiden Robert Velasquez. Edwin Velasquez. Isabel Antoinette Vetter. Lucrezia C. Vinci. Nadia Vipavadi Vorapaichith. Catherine Courtney Wakely. Destiny Walker. Natnicha Ploy Wanarak. Bethany Marie Washer. Canon Douglas Weecum. Ryan Olivia Whites. Briley V. Welch. Isaac Kenneth Welch. Lillian West. Finn Wilcox. Gage Robert Wilkinson. Zachary David Wilford. Adrian Williams Drake. Jaden S. Wilson. Dayla Marie Wohlers. Emma Wayness. Athena Kittying Wu. William Jacob Woodvine. Katarina Isabel Ziabletsev. McGinnis William Luther Ziegler. Michaela E. Zobel. Caitlin Cheyenne Zuber. Malia Arevalo Young. Bella Schlosser.
Thank you so much to our wonderful staff who was able to put this together tonight for us. Today marks a monumental chapter in our lives. It's not just about the late nights studying or the tests. It's about the resilience, the growth, and the friendships that have shaped us into who we are today. As we walked across this stage, we are not only leaving behind a school, we are stepping into a world full of possibilities. There will be challenges, but we've already proven that we can overcome them. So let's embrace the future with courage, keep learning, keep dreaming, and most importantly, never forget the people and experiences that got us here. Now, seniors, please stand. Everyone, please take your tassel from the right side to the left. This symbolizes your transition from students to graduates. Congratulations, class of 2025.